Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Raiders going up against the Chargers.
All right, Larry, it will be the home for NFL football until 2020 as you get a look inside the intimate StubHub Center here in Carson. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line with the Oakland Raiders. And the play clock's running down. Rivers now to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Rivers on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Rivers now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rivers again. He's airing it out for Williams. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Play clock winding down. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On to punt, Drew Kaiser, second-year man from Texas A&M. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. 6-year man Marquette King on to punt. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave them with a 2nd and just 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Here's a carry for Oliver. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They go again with Oliver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Brandon Oliver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down, letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flush to his right. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
First and goal, Washington. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, here's Carr. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that'll back him up 5. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On second down, Washington. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Play action now. Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Carr gives it off to Washington. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Rivers now. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it. And now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They go with Washington to begin the drive. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Oakland. 52 yards. On 1st, here's Washington. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Second and goal from the 5. They'll try again with Washington. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Washington, 3rd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
First down throw here for Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hey, Delta!
First down, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags. In the red zone this time. They run. It's Oliver. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second down, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Cordero Patterson, the 20, 10, and he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. So the offense has it first and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Play action. Now Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Corey Legent in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing on first down. Rivers, he'll buy some time right. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They run it here with Oliver. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going.
And this is caught at the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Rivers now from the 50. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll set them back 5. To the air again here, Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll throw again. Rivers going deep here for Allen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Final minute now of the third quarter. A handoff for Washington. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Mike Morgan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Rivers now on second down. Going deep for Benjamin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. Rivers on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sean Weatherspoon coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Hey, here we go. 380. 80 hot.
Working out of the gun, Rivers trying to lay one up deep. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front. Last level.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And Cook has it, left side. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Carr. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there on 20 yards. Carr going to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. To throw again. Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less.
So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way.
Yeah, not counting their chickens just yet. The Chargers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. White. 80 high.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, Rivers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. To throw, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. A big gain of 39 on third. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A first down throw here for Rivers. Forced out to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Rivers here to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Aldon Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Rivers to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie from Ohio State, Garyon Conley. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On the run, it's Oliver. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.